Evening folks, welcome 406 Regen. We're making some butter tonight. This is a jar of milk. You can see the cream line was up to here, and then you dip it, just the cream, as carefully as you can, out of each one, and then these have all had the cream removed off of them. And this here is what you get. Now, we left this. It's been what? See, it's nice and creamy. You don't want no milk in it, otherwise it makes it harder to make the butter. And that's cold, so we're not going to put that in the... We're not.
I will, yeah. This is one.
Okay, guess we will. We will put one thing in to demonstrate. This was all at room temperature, about 72 degrees. See? That one cup, you dropped it a whole degree. Anyway. So, this is at 72 degrees. It's been sitting out for hours. Like, how many hours? What do you think?
6.
6 hours? Been sitting out at room temperature for 6 hours. That has been thoroughly cleaned. And we're ready to go. Now, sometimes cheese likes to make fools of us. The butter. Sorry. My brain went to cheese because we're doing that next. But the butter likes to make fools out of us. Sometimes it takes 30 minutes. Sometimes you never get to butter. But since all the cream has now been taken off of this is either going to get drank or turned into cheese. And I was told that's going to go to cheese. So he's going to crank on that. This is for making the butter. You got to make sure you got your salt. We use the real salt, ancient fine sea salt. It is $9.15. So it's $9.15. He's gonna crank on it, and we'll show you the different stages, how it's going along. Alrighty, folks, it's been 28 minutes thereabouts. I'm gonna take the lid off real quick. We'll show them. And it's there. See, it goes from whipped cream to that pretty good, and you don't want to go too far. That's actually probably pretty good. You want the jar to be clear at the line when it does, so when it comes down. Now that's all liquid, and you'll see he lets go, and then it just cleans itself. Poof. So I'd say that's probably what we're gonna get.
Butter.
So we'll get it out in the pan here in a second. Alrighty, folks, and see, this is what we get. It's amazing that something pure white can come out to yellow. Now, that's all depending on the cow and what they're eating. Your color might be this or a little bit different. So, what you got to do, and you got to focus on very hard if you're going to try to store it. If you're just going to eat it right away, you can kind of do this lackluster, but you want to get as much of that buttermilk out of this, because then it'll make it spoil that much quicker. So you're not going to be able to store it. And then what we do is we had this water in the freezer. It's at 44 degrees, 43 and a half. And that you want it nice and cold, because you want it to start... When we're cleaning this, you also want it to start setting up the fat, which is the butter. You want it to start setting up, otherwise it gets too hot and you won't be able to clean it very good. As you can see at the moment, I'm using a spatula here to press it against the side of the bowl and push out as much as I can. And this takes, I'll do this until that water comes out clear, because we plan on storing it. And I'm not going to put no salt on it just yet. That comes in a little bit. You see, if you get it nice and cold, you want it so the butter will stick to the side. And then get cold enough that you can get your hands in there and still have butter when you're done playing with it. I kind of grabbed the wrong spatula. This one here is really not stiff enough. It's not doing what I want it to. But we'll get it cooled down to where I can touch it and work with it. Alrighty, as you can tell, we've got it pretty good here, to where there ain't a whole lot of cloudiness left in that, but yet it's still workable. And we gotta kind of move quick at this stage, because if you don't, your butter's too hot and you won't be able to work on the pans. Tell it's pretty clear, not cloudy, not too cloudy, and most certainly not coming out white. So we're going to call that good on the water. Now the next stage is the salt, because we salt our butter. And that'll also help drive out more moisture.
Now at that stage, you go. Where's where when you get done putting the salt in it, they put it in a butter mill or?
Yes, you.
Yeah.
Once the salt's done getting incorporated. Kind of run out of time. When it's getting warm, as you can see, we want that moisture out. Get as much of that out as we can. But we're also starting to stick here pretty good. So that'll be what the butter is. Put into. Get that cleaned out. This is the butter dish. Then you take your spatula. Some people have a nice butter mold, something we don't have yet. We didn't grow up making butter or doing anything like that, so it takes a while to collect all the tools a person needs to get done with everything they need to do. Still some moisture in there. But I don't see much of it trapped on the bottom, so that there's homemade butter. Alright folks, it's 10:03, been picking up a little bit, but here's that nice butter. Got some wax paper here we can put on in the fridge. Now your buttermilk, some people drink it. We give it to the chickens for extra protein for them, and we eat their eggs. So, but there's some nice homemade organic butter. Y'all have a good one.